afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We got our second car of the day. This one isn't going to air until September 12th, though. We have the top trim on the Soul to take a look at. This is a 2023 Kia Soul EX. Let's dig in. All right, the front end of the Soul, totally redesigned with that big grille down below, silver trim along the bottom. Unfortunately, on the Soul, there is no LED lighting. All of it's projector beam with bulbs for the headlights, turn signals, and daytime running lights. Fusion Black is the color on this one. Kia badge in the middle. I think the front end of this car looks pretty good on this front end, on this refresh for 2023. Let me know what you think. All right, wheel and tire setup on the Soul. Front wheel drive. We have a gloss black wheel with silver accents, upgraded to 17-inch, like I had said. Kia badge in the middle. Standard braking caliper package, 215 on the width, 55 series sidewall, 17s, all four corners, all season tires. All right, full side profile on the Soul. This is the winner of the Cube Car Wars. And what I mean by that is this is a cube-shaped car. So was the Nissan Cube, bit the dust. The Honda Element bit the dust. Even the Scion XB bit the dust. This is the last one standing. So let's see what all the hubbub's about. Moving on in, we are all painted the Fusion Black on the wheel wells all the way down. No flat black here. Nice. We have color matched on the side view mirrors. No turn signals on the side view mirrors. No 360 camera. Color matched on the front and rear door handle. Left side fuel filler cap. Up top, black roof with the color matched shark fin antenna. And then we have the sunroof up front. On the back of the Soul, it is a straight flat black cube shape. Rear wiper is right on the bottom. Can't do much about that because there is no roof spoiler coming off the back. Again, we are non-LED lighting all along the back of the car, even though I do like that the redesign of the rear lights. I think it looks pretty sharp. Soul badge on the left, Eco Dynamics on the right. Color matched some flat black around the rear bumper with some silver underneath that. Overall, nice looking. Under the hood of the Soul, what are we looking at? We're looking at a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine, mated to a CVT transmission, 147 horsepower, 132 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 29 in the city, 35 on the highway, 31 combined. The engine minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, we're inside the 2023 Soul EX, the highest level trim for this model year. So before we get started with the interior, you're going to want to know how much this costs. Well, MSRP, the way this is optioned, $25,865. Let's check it out. Starting out with the footbox, nice large dead pedal, brake and accelerator, no big action going on down here. Would like to have some aluminum trim on these pedals considering we're in the top trim. Fuel filler button right down here, pull it up, bingo, you're good to go. Power seats here for the driver and with lumbar, which is a nice touch. We have cloth seats with nice cross stitch, nice and comfortable. Nice bolstering, nice inside design, nice seats. Door panel, we got hard plastic on top. No soft touch. We have this nice black chrome design around the brushed aluminum door handle, flat black on the switchgear, nice soft armrest. Handsome looking door with some black accents around the door handle. Nice looking door. We move over to the dash. We have gloss black around the heat and air vent. We have some soft touch material up top. Everything else is hard plastic. Down here, nice large glove box. Moving over here, we have 2 heat and air vents up top here. Then we have the 10.25-inch Kia infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Nice response to the touch. Dual panel action, which I like, which is neat. So you can display those things. We have hard controls for your other buttons for the nav. So if we go into setup and let's say we want to go into display, we can change the illumination. We can go into general here, and we can change our date and time and all that other stuff we may need to do. Device connections, that'll let you get your phone all set with the Bluetooth, which is a nice touch. So overall, a really nice responsive screen to use. And then we can just go right back to map, and here we are. We put this car into reverse, and we have a nice large backup camera. Nice clarity, good trajectory, no surround sound, unfortunately, or surround sound. No 360 view, unfortunately, but the backup camera is pretty nice. We move down, we have auto climate control right here. I'm going to turn this up because I'm freezing. This thing is like way too hot. Auto climate control, you can sync the driver and passenger together if you would like. So that's a nice touch. Down below, we have a wireless charging pad right on top here. And then underneath of that, we have a 12 volt and 2 USBs. Looks like USB-A and a USB-C. Nice rubber bottomed tray for anything you may need to store there. Coming down here, we have this gear shift to go through the simulated gears on the CVT. Engine start stop. 2-stage heated seats for the 2 front passengers. Here's your drive modes. We'll take a look at those when we go through the dash. We have 2 cup holders, Kia key fob right here. Your standard detonator style key fob, lock, unlock, panic button, remote start, nice weight, nice touch, old-fashioned mechanical emergency brake, semi-soft on the armrest. You open that up and you have plenty of room for storage. All right, here's our Kia steering wheel. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel, good 10 and 2 notches. We got the horn button with the Kia badge. We have our telephone and voice commands over here. We have our safety suite controls and adaptive cruise control on this side. Right, little gloss black going on in the middle, not too heavy. We look over here, we have our left stalk. We can control our headlights. And on the right side stalk, we can control our front and rear wiper. As we move down here, we can dim and brighten the dash, traction control off, auto stop start off, and then a button to turn on that rear camera if you would like. As we move into the all digital dash in the Soul for 2023, nice simplistic design, nothing too crazy. The drive modes, we have normal and sport. So sport, it goes all red, which is kind of neat. Normal takes you back to purple, which is okay. Again, you know, it's a very small display. Overall, nothing too crazy on the design. But in this car, the digital dash is a huge improvement from what they had before. Overhead console, we have the controls for our interior lighting, which is nice. Now, this button, you press it and you leave it pressed in. So when you open the door, the lighting comes on. And then when you close the door, after a second, the lighting dims and goes off. But this button must remain in. Here's the control for our moonroof, power sunroof, whatever you want to call it. Pretty simple controls, but this is what you would find. And also here, like every other car has, you have a little holder for your sunglasses. All right, we are in the back of this Soul, and we got, as usual, plenty of back seat room for the rear seat passengers. Even though this is a fairly small car, the seat is set for my driving position. Plenty of knee room, plenty of headroom at 5'11", plenty of shoulder width room. Back door shape is the same as far as design as the front, so I like the consistency of design from front to back, even in a less expensive car, where we have the hard black plastic up top. We have this brushed chrome or dark chrome finish with a design around the brushed aluminum door handle, flat black on the switchgear, a nice soft armrest, and again, that nice black design in there as well. Overall, it is a nice cohesive interior design. All right, the back of the center console for rear seat passengers, we don't have any heat and air vents. None on the ceiling, none here, none on the B-pillars, so there's no heat and air vents for the back seat passengers, but we do have connectivity with 2 USB-As. We have a nice seat pouch behind the front passenger seat for the rear seat passengers, but nothing behind the driver's seat. Center console, nice and soft, cloth material, 2 cup holders. All right, opening up the tailgate on the EX. It is a manual operation, so there's no electric assist. But to do it, you come back here, right above the license plate, there's a button, you push it, and then you lift it up. Very light, though, to lift up. And as you can see, we have our carpeted floor mats here in the back. We'll get rid of those. We have a nice area for storage with a security shade here. We open this up, and we have a spare tire and wheel locks. Thank you, Kia, for that. And to get these rear seats down, it's really simple. From the back tailgate area, you just push up this lever, and then you can just throw the whole seat forward and down it goes. You can do the same on this side. If you have shorter arms, you can do it from the rear doors. Now you have much more room to store those larger items. So overall, it's a very nice small space, but the space is well used. Window sticker on this 2023 Soul EX. Feel free to pause the video, check out everything that's installed in this particular vehicle. And now let's get her out on the road and take her for a drive. All right, we are in the 2023 Soul EX, and we are zipping down towards the exit of the dealership. And on down the road we go, and this pretty much drives the exact same way as the 2023 LX that we did. The EX is going to get you some exterior upgrades, like the wheels that are on it with the 17s instead of the 16s. It's going to, you know, get you some extra tech on the inside, the larger infotainment system, the heated seats for the front two passengers, the sunroof, or moonroof, however you want to call it. But as far as mechanical components, it's the same as the base LX model. So, you know, for the extra price, you get some extra tech. It's a little bit more livable on the inside, especially in the winter with the heated seats. But as the new top trim for 2023, I think it brings good value at just under just under $26,000. But the driving experience is going to be exactly the same. The visibility out of this car is perfect. There's no issues. Plenty of glass to see all the way around. You have all the safety tech, like the blind spot monitoring, the cross traffic alert, the lane keep assist. All of that stuff is in here, which is going to help keep you safe on the road. I have a nice large rear view mirror. I can see out the rear glass very easily. All of the tech is within easy reach for me in my driving position in order to get at and take care of things while I'm driving down the road. I do like the digital dash and how it presents the information to you. I think that was a really nice upgrade for 2023. Even though this isn't a complete redesign of the car, it is a mid-cycle refresh, and I think it looks good. And some people were very surprised that the Soul came back for 23. Kia had hinted that maybe 2022 was going to be it for this car, but instead of killing it off, they did a mid-cycle refresh, freshened it up on the inside with some new fresh looking design, and brought it out for 2023. And I think it sits great in the segment. If you're looking for an inexpensive car that's going to get you down the road, no problem, right? It's going to be comfortable, no problem. It's going to have storage room for whatever you need, no problem. It's going to be good on gas, no problem. I mean, it's definitely a car to look at if you don't want to spend a lot of money on getting a new car. And the warranty still comes with Kia's industry-leading 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and then 10-year, 100,000 on the powertrain. So I think that is some great value that's really, really hard to beat if you like this cube shape. And I think a lot of people must, because I see a lot of Kia Souls running around out on the road every day when I'm driving around. So You know, I think it looks good. I think the gloss black in here, yeah, it's a little heavy, but not too crazy like the K5EX had a lot more. I like the fact that they're giving you the wireless charging in here as well. That's a nice upgrade with this EX trim. And so, you know, the seats are about the same, but they're comfy. And, you know, it's not real cloth. It's that fake cloth material. So it's easy to keep clean. It's not going to get bad stains that burrow into the cloth like you had in the old days with the old cloth. I wish we had some soft touch material on top of the doors like we do on the top of the dash rather than the hard plastic, since this is the EX. But that's a small matter, because how often do you touch that unless you're going to hang your arm out the door? If you're going to hang your arm out the door with the window down, then it could get a little uncomfortable after a while with that hard plastic overall. But you know, overall nice setup, nice drive. There's no paddles in this one, but if you do want to drive it manually, you can move the gear stick, you can move the gear stick over to the left, and then you can rifle up and down these gears on your own, or simulated gears on your own. But my guess is most people are going to keep this in comfort or normal and just drive around town doing their thing. Now I've put it into sport, and I could feel that everything tightened up. It tightened up the steering, it tightened up the suspension, and it tightened up the shifts on this to make them a little bit more responsive and fire off a little bit faster. So I think that is, you know, a marked difference. Sometimes you get in a car and it has sport mode, and you put it in the sport mode and you can't even tell that it's in sport mode opposed to comfort mode. But this one you certainly can. This guy's going to turn. I'm going to slow down, give it some gas here. Now it's weak. Obviously this is not a fast car with only 147 horsepower, and that CVT struggles mightily when you put your foot down. But I don't think people are going to drive it that way. When you're not under heavy load like I just had this car, you don't really hear much buzziness out of the CVT, and the gears shift quite smoothly through the simulated gears. So that is, you know, I think the way 99% of the people are going to drive this car. And so there you have it. That is the overall review of this 2023 Kia Soul EX top trim action here on Shabby's Rides for the Soul. I want to thank Ciocca Kia in Ewing, New Jersey for allowing the channel access to this car for review today. I would also like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Also, please consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everybody.